Hey everybody, this is Professor Palmer. I'm coming to you from my home. It is the summer semester, term A, and this is environmental sociology. For those of you who I've never met before, this is what my face looks like. I thought I would take a second to talk to you about a few things related to the class, kind of introduce myself, and hopefully put a human face to this online class. Now, before we go any further, I'm just going to tell you that I'm doing this in one take. No editing, nothing. So I'm going to screw up, and it's not going to be TV quality production if you couldn't already tell. But I just wanted to kind of, I guess, reach out to you in more of a video way. I have about 5 notes to go over, and then I'll let you go. I'm going to try to keep these brief. Okay, so first things first. We are using an older version of Bell's textbook, which you can find. It's on our syllabus at the very top. It is the 3rd edition. I wanted to make this point because I think the 4th edition has come out, if not the 5th edition already, but we're going to use the 3rd. For those of you who don't have a copy of Bell's book yet, do realize that chapter 1 and 2 are both due this week. So I've posted scanned copies of both of those 2 chapters. However, I can't do that anymore, or I'll get in trouble with the publisher. So hopefully by the end of this week, you'll have your textbook. The other textbook, well, not textbook, but the other book we're going to read is a book called Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. This should be not a problem to find, very cheap, either on Amazon or at the bookstore. You want to start reading that now. The Ishmael paper is due. Sorry, I have the syllabus right there in front of me. The Ishmael paper is due on Sunday, June 3rd. And by the end of the day, and that is not too far off. And I think it's by the end of the day, or it might be by 4:59 p.m., which actually is a nice segue to the next thing, which is our due dates. All of the due dates are set to whenever the day they're due. They're set to be due if there's a time stamp on it for 4:59 p.m. Now, many people have wondered, why on earth is it 4:59 p.m. and not midnight? The answer to this is that if you come into have a problem and Georgia View is freaking out on you, then I want you to be able to call the Georgia View help desk. Which by the way, I think I have their phone number right here. I told you this is just one take. Yes, the Georgia View help desk phone number is 912-478-5429. Really write that down. 912-478-5429. 5429. If you have any problems, you need to call them. But back to the due dates, the Georgia View Help Desk closes at 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So everything is due by 4:59 p.m., Monday through Friday, if it has a due date, with the exception of a few things that are due on Sundays. Or I think just one thing that's due on Sunday. Yep, just one thing that's due on Sunday, which is the paper that we talked about, the Ishmael reaction paper. Okay, so if you work... if you aren't at a computer that you can get to by 4:59 p.m., then effectively you need to do everything a day early. So you should be aware of that. Furthermore, on Friday, Module 2 has an assignment that goes with it. It requires you to go watch some videos and kind of do an analysis of the Clean Coal campaign. Now, some of you are going to have trouble with the videos because it requires you to have, I think it's Microsoft's Silverlight plugin. If you just use Internet Explorer, it shouldn't be a problem. If you don't have Internet Explorer, try Chrome. If that doesn't work, you should be able to download the plugins. If you don't know anything that I'm talking about, call the Georgia View Help Desk at 912-478-5429. So, okay. Let's see. I have my notes right over there. That's what I'm going off of. Let's talk about some email expectations. What can you expect from me? I'm going to hopefully be checking my emails and participating on the website, usually around 3 times a day, early in the morning, somewhere in the middle of the day, and before the end of the afternoon. So you're going to see a lot of me on the website. And so typically emails aren't a problem. Now, I should have said that's Monday through Friday. I'm only going to be available on really, fast turnaround time on email communications Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, sometimes I'll check in, sometimes I won't. As the same goes with discussion boards and everything like that. I've set this class up so you can work whenever you want to. However, I can't work 24/7, for the 4.5 weeks that we're here. I need to, see my 4-year-old daughter before she's, too old. So on Saturdays and Sundays, I'll be in less frequently. But I think you'll find Monday through Friday, I'm going to be, turning those emails around as fast as possible. There are two ways to email me. You can either email me through Georgia View, which is not my preferred way, or my much more preferred way is you can email me directly at npalmer@georgiasouthern.edu. So that's npalmer@georgiasouthern.edu. That's my, obviously, Georgia Southern email address, and I check that nearly constantly. So please feel free to contact me whenever and however it's convenient for you, ideally on Georgia Southern's email account. But if that's not convenient for you, I understand. Module 4 has an assignment that's due next Friday as well. So the next 2 Fridays we have assignments. But I will say this, that I think the last class who took this class last summer, they thought the first 2 weeks were pretty relaxed. The last 2 weeks are not. There are 2 papers of substantial sizes due the last 2 weeks in addition to everything else. So if you haven't already, purchase Ishmael and start reading it now. It's a novel. It's a lot of fun. Most of my students say it's the best thing they've ever written or read in college. So I really recommend you. I really think you'll like it, and I can't recommend enough that you get on it now, because the paper is due. What did I say? The 3rd, Sunday the 3rd, which is not too far from today, and it's a rather long book, so you want to read that as soon as possible. But it's fun. Okay, so I want to keep it real for a moment, which is my trademark, I like to believe, and just talk to you a little bit about the class. The class was. I originally created it in the summer of 2011, and I have taken all the parts that really didn't move, and I've duplicated them, meaning that I have copied them into this new class. I spent a good part of this last weekend and last week making sure that it was all cleaned up and there were no bugs and there was no info from last semester and everything had been updated. And I also added a whole bunch of new stuff that people last summer didn't get to see. However, there are probably going to be bugs. If there's ever an issue, alert me as soon as possible and I'll make it right. I think, I hope that my legacy and the thing I'm known for is being fair to students and, being responsive. And so I'm going to try to do both of those things with all of the bugs that come up. If you see anything that looks out of sorts, if you see anything that looks like it was written for last summer and not this current summer, please email me at npalmer@georgiasouthern.edu, and I promise you I will fix it as soon as possible. Okay, so I said I was going to make it quick, and that's basically it. Let me see. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. You can tune out now if you're uninterested. But a little bit about me. I love teaching. I've taught at Georgia Southern now for 2 years. I was born and raised in Nebraska. Then moved to Georgia 2 years ago from Nebraska. I'm a big tech nerd. I bought a microphone. If you haven't noticed this, for a couple of the projects that I work on. I love environmental sociology. That's what I studied in graduate school. It's my favorite class to teach. But I think I say that about all of my classes. Anyways, I guess that's all, folks. So with that, I will talk to you guys later.